What's up guys, this is Chetan here and welcome to my channel Nature Design. Today I'm going to make a vertical terrarium. This is the tank which I'm going to use for this purpose. You can also say that I'm going to create a moss ball terrarium kind of thing, and for that I have already stick two lava stones to the top of this tank. I will just let you know the reason why I did it, and I will also show you how I did it. So let's get started. Here you can see that I have already stick the bigger part of this rock and I'm going to stick the smaller part. This is a very simple method, that is a tissue paper method. You just need to place the tissue paper in between the gap of the stone and the tank, the similar way that I am placing it right now. It should be touching the surface of the tank as well as the surface of the stone which you want to stick to the tank. And once you are done with that, you need to pour very quick, that is a liquid glue form in between that, and the reaction will stick the stone to the tank. This is that very simple. Now you can see that I am doing the same thing. I'm just pouring the liquid glue and see the stone, you can't just move it, but still for the support I'll be just placing one more small tissue paper on the right side of the stone. No, it's too big. And the reason I am going to place the stones over here is that I want to place the substrate which will be sticking to the back of the tank, and I don't want the substrate to get out while I'm putting it inside, and that's the reason I have kept the stones in between just for the barrier so that the substrate shouldn't fall. And here it is, we are done with it. Now it's time to put the substrate inside, and the substrate consists of cocoa peat, dry moss, and sand or soil. I am also putting some charcoal inside just to keep the water in the terrarium a bit fresh. And one more thing, for this particular terrarium I am going to just water the substrate a bit more, so that it should be sticking together at the back of the tank. Now that we have finished hydrating the substrate, I am placing the moss. This is the local moss, as it is the rainy season. Moss is growing in plenty of places in my area, and I have collected some of it and I am using it. I don't know the type of this moss, but I am using this for this project. And after the moss I am placing this ficus pimulia inside. I'm not going to place any more plants because this is a very small tank and I don't want to just crowd the tank unnecessarily, so I just decided to use the cutting of a a ficus mimolia, that is a creeping fig from my previous build, and I'm placing it very slowly. Oh god, it's okay. Now this is the problem usually, that the plant is not getting attached to the background. So the easiest way to attach the plant to the background is that I'm using the copper barb wire. I'm just going to cut the copper wire. Just let me show you that after setting it. Like I said before, I am going to use a copper barb wire or a winding wire, and I just cut it in a small size and just shaped it in a U shape, and I'm just going to place the stem of the plant in between the U shape, and I'm going to press it into the substrate. And here you can see that I have successfully just attached the plant to the background just using a simple copper wire, or you can also use a stainless steel wire so that it shouldn't be rusting in future. Just try it in the vertical. Yes. And now on the right side it's not falling, at least the substrate is not falling, but the final test is still not done. And now comes the part of the final test. I'm going to just place this terrarium in the vertical way very slowly. Let's see. And that's it. The plant is not falling out, nor the substrate is falling out. So we have successfully created it, but still something is missing. The down portion of the tank was really looking empty, so I decided to put the golden sand over there, just to give it a different look. After setting the sand, it's time to hydrate it, the terrarium. And I'm going to gently wipe the water with the help of a tissue paper. And now it's time to put the cleanup crew, that is the springtails, which will just eat up the algae and fungus which is grown inside the terrarium. And that's it, we are done with it. I think it's looking pretty great, a simple one, but it's looking just gorgeous. And please let me know in the comment box what do you think about it. And again, I want to repeat the same thing, is that if you do like it, please give it a thumbs up, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, because this is the only way that you can go ahead and help me and support the channel. So please do go ahead and hit the subscription button. So that's it for the day. See you next week. Bye bye and peace.